What's up? It's your boy Carcino in the house. What's good? Woo! Snoop, Snoop, Snoop. Boy, he will do anything, won't he? Now, he's made Skip Bayless Death Row. I find that to be pretty interesting. So, Death Row Records is now Death Row Records is now going to be a record company, or are they going to put out artists, or are they just giving everybody honorary members? Like anybody that Snoop is cool with is a member of Death Row now. So these are just chains he's giving out. Because what is Skip Bayless going to do? The Dallas Cowboys Tom Brady record? Is that what he going to do? Because that's all I see in his sights right now. Drip Bayless. Now, here's a weird thing. When Lil Wayne met Skip Bayless, around the first time they met and they were like really cool with each other, uh, I believe this was right. Was it before, or it might have been a little bit before or after Suge had just went to jail, or right around that time. It was a weird time at that moment. So I did think Suge and Lil Wayne was real tight. And I'm not sure. Don't even hold me on it. I can't go off the top of my head. But I think he did actually was around Suge Knight and had met him once. Just don't hold me to that because I really can't remember right now off the top of my head. So don't hold me to it. But anyway, here we are. So while we talking about it, let's go even further. Why is he doing this? Why would Skip Bayless be qualified for a death row chain? You hear me? Like, does that like not make sense on all scales? It ain't just me, is it? I just wanted to make it make sense to everybody in the world. Now, when the whole world starts falling apart, or you start seeing that record companies don't really mean anything anymore, because all Death Row is right now is an imprint. They're not putting out new music. What they're doing is rehashing the old, but giving all these celebrities a Death Row chain and saying, hey, you Death Row now. It's like, what the hell are they going to do for Death Row? So now it's more like a show off novelty piece than it is the company. And is it really Death Row? Well, Snoop was able to take down the music and then put the music back out and re release it. So, absolutely 100% all day, all night. This is what the situation and scenario has transformed itself into. people that don't matter keep making these observations. Now, you're going to have a bigger problem that rears its ugly head once it gets to the actual decision making process. And you might say, well, what's the decision making process? Well, the decision making process is going to be when Suge Knight uh, tries to fight and get some of his rights back that's been removed since, he's been incarcerated and they've taken him out of power. There are certain, producer credits, things of that nature that belong to Suge that they're gonna try to take from him if they hadn't taken it all already. The world is a very fickle place. And what you've seen countless times of is other people trying to come in and steal from not just the artists, but the actual executive producers themselves. Now, me, I never cared about that stuff. When the music was out, right, all you cared about was, I just care about the song. Song is slamming. Why do I care about who gets a percentage and what number goes where? The average fan just don't care about that. That's just that's just the gist of it. So if you know that, then you know this is not going to get any better. This is always going to be what it is. Now, when you say, well, if that's the way it's going to be, that's just the way it's going to be. I have a cousin that say that. That's just how it is, man. That's just the name of the game. Well, if it's the name of the game, then it is what it is. But Skip Bayless, while Snoop is handing out these chains, 9 times out of 10, Skip Bayless is going to clash with somebody that got a death row chain. Then what's going to happen? He going to have the inner death row fight. Skip Bayless has now been dropped from Death Row Records. Oh my God. What is going on in this world? Well, Skip's having a a past midlife crisis. He's been trying to live his 30s and 40s all over again. And he's getting younger, younger, younger. Now he wants to go back to the hip hop era. An era he didn't care nothing about when he was at Vanderbilt. To now he's in a position to where this is his end all be all of all human existence. Is this show. Undisputed is his baby. Like First Take was his. This is his baby. Well, when people figure it out one day, they'll realize that stupid is as stupid does. Skip Bayless. Oh yeah, Skip Bayless, man. Where is Shannon Sharp? Did they didn't get Shannon Sharp a death row chain? I guess Shannon will be next. Now, in other news, LeBron James starts crying about the bubble and how hard it was to win a championship in the bubble. And without a doubt, it was the most hostile environment I've ever experienced. It was so damn quiet. The most hostile environment he has ever experienced a place where there's no people present. No fans are actually there, but it's a hostile environment. He's trying to create this narrative that it was so hard to win it, to make it matter when no one counts this. Without a doubt, it was the most hostile environment I have ever experienced. It was so damn quiet, but you could see everything with those virtual fans on the screens. Would write all of those messages. I remember walking to the free throw line in the game 4 of the finals, and I look over at the right, and a fan is holding up a Lapina sign on his webcam. You really couldn't look at those screens. Oh my God. So, as you can see, as you could really see, this is a clear indication right here that this is a bad omen, a bad layout, a bad scenario. You're looking at something that is just terribly wrong that everyone can get behind. To try to make this bubble championship mean something, he's trying to give it an escape, an excuse of difficulty to make it look like he went through such a challenge. I've never been afraid of a virtual person in my life. Not at all. Well, I never was in a situation where I was afraid of a virtual anything. If it's not there, it's not there. I don't consider that hostile, but it's LeBron James. This is the kind of things that move him. He's a beta male. So when you have a beta male mentality, you move in these type of tropes. But it's what I would expect from LeBron James. So him saying that just proves my point. It's quite simple to me. If you if you look at all of the news that they put out today, right? What has it always been? A narrative that supports LeBron James. Well, when you think in a hive mentality, you get hive results. Now, if you drink water 8 times or 8 cups a day, that's healthy for you. In a way, it could be, but in a way, maybe not. Some people, it may work. Some people, it might be too much for. Depends on your body. People are a little bit more stuck in their own ways, and rather than dealing with the realities of the world, they like to live in the lie. We've spoken about this many a times over, but as long as you have people that are willing to live in the lie, you have this form of banter that goes back and forth.